Good morning. Welcome back to the weird and wonderful chats with strange bones. So, we've been discussing vampires, and why would we be doing that? Well, it seems to be one of the big topics at the moment with all the changes in the Catholic Church and a new pope being put in and all the rest of it, and people wondering about uh, what exactly it might be that they are or are not hiding. Um, that's a very interesting question. There's a good morning to Mr. Gerard Scarpi, who's just joined in for our chat. Hey, Scarpi, are you having a fine time? Why don't you join in? Join. There we go. Fantastic. Hey, good morning, buddy.
Hey, bud, good and you?
Lekker. So, how are you doing? Are you cold down that side?
Cape Town is there's a bit of sunshine at the moment, but yeah, it's been very, very chilly last night and also the previous day. But at least we got some sunshine, and I am actually on the way to the dentist at 12 o'clock. So I've got something nice to look forward to.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's nothing better than freezing cold and sore teeth.
Any case, so I just joined now. What is the discussion point this
Okay,
morning?
so funny you should mention teeth because we've started up our foray into the whole concept of vampires.
Oh,
Now,
that's a Dracula and his canonis.
well, is it? There's an interesting question because just welcome to Herman and Chilo and Mandy that just joined us. But yeah, you see, modern views of vampires are very much the result of the fictional novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. Now, Bram, of course, got his
Okay.
ideas from a real life person by the name of Vlad Tepes from Romania. So, most of modern Western views of vampires come entirely from the Romanian, but they were never the first, number one. And number two, they're actually pretty modern compared to some of the original stories about vampires around the world. We have legends dating back to the Persians and Babylonians, so many thousands of years before the 14th century. So, while of course the Romanian stuff is really quite interesting, it's certainly not the original. And so, we're going to have a quick look at some of the different cultures that have vampires. And one of the things which has come out of my research on this, which I think you might find interesting, is the fact that because there are so many varieties out there, um, surely they should all be different. But in fact, they're not. Despite them being in completely different parts of the world and in completely different cultures, in fact, there's a hell of a lot in common with the different stories, which makes me wonder how that could possibly be. So that's what we're talking today. Hey there to Yellowbox and Samandla and users, all those numbers, many numbers. But yes, so the topic is where do vampires come from and what are they? That's what we're discussing at the moment. Now, for the most part, as we discovered in our last live, it was absolutely agreed that they are some kind of creature between living and dead. But in fact, as we go a bit deeper, we realize that's not entirely the case. Um, over the world, you get living vampires, you get dead vampires, and you get half vampires. So there's quite a varied selection going as to who and what. So please tell me what you think. Um, pop in a comment or two. I see our live with Skype somehow stopped, sad to say. I think he must be in an area where the signal's not great. Poor man's on his way to suffer at the dentist. But yeah, so what can we actually say about vampires? Well, in our last little go in, we discovered that there are certain commonalities which does matter. First of all, and most importantly, they drink blood. That is the key thing that makes a vampire a vampire. And secondly, they are in some way evil. There are, until the modern age, with our Twilights and what have you, there are no stories of good vampires, none whatsoever. They are the bad guys. So, the first place we're going to have a quick look